Made on Zencaster.
Okay, so did you read Fahrenheit 451 in high school?
I lived it.
No, you didn't. I'm gonna I'll put that in the beginning of the episode. Did you,
dude, dude, for real, you should do it. Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jimmy.
We are the Bulk and Skull Podcasting, and we want to welcome you to the numbskullery that is the Zeotoheropod podcast.
Where creators and fans come together to share their love of their fandoms.
Welcome again to this episode of Zeotohero, where Jim is doing crazy crazy faces on his video camera, and it is disturbing. Then again,
and
his
you'll
face
never see it.
Then again, his face is disturbing anyways.
We've clearly had the discussion. You're the face of this operation. Get it right.
Yes. So, something odd today. We don't have a guest for this episode, but me and Jim kind of want to do this episode as our celebratory 8th month look back kind of episode of like what we've accomplished, who we've met, oncoming projects coming up.
We've accomplished things.
Yes, we've done things that we didn't think that were going to happen for us. And
you were sitting there like, no one's going to listen to us. Yeah. No one's like, nothing's. No, I'm not going to be like, no one's going to listen to me, say things about stuff I like. Nothing. Yeah. Nope. Never. And here we are now.
So, kind of want to do a big thank you to everybody on this.
Everyone's listened to us. Everyone who has listened to us yet, who was going to listen to us in the future, who knows?
All who listen, all who talk with us. So
everyone who's been on the show, everyone who wants to be on the show, everyone who's listened to the show, everyone who shares the show. That's a big one right there.
Yeah. So I guess let's get into this.
You want to talk about how we all started, or do you want to talk about the people we've met along the way, or
I mean how we started? Pretty simple.
Oh. I was like, hey, Billy, you should do a podcast.
Yeah, basically that's how it happened.
And you're like, no. And I was like, do a podcast. You're like, no, do a podcast.
And how long did that go on for? Like 2 months?
I think I started talking to you in June about that.
Yeah. You're like,
and in August,
do a podcast. And the only
we put the first episode up.
The only thing that held me back was I don't know how to talk to myself. So
yeah, hence why I'm here now. It's ridiculous.
So
this whole endeavor has been terrible.
I will second that motion. So let's delete this whole thing. Get rid of it.
All right, it's all gone by. Everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Clicky, click.
Oh man.
Oh, but yeah, no.
How we started.
We started. You by yourself for a little bit there, and we had our first guest on, who was Derek, the Eternal Ranger. He came on as our first big guest, and we kind of snowballing from there. Actually, like we had the first couple months, or the first couple weeks, it was like 1, 2, 6, 7 listens per episode, like that.
Right.
And now we're 35 listens per episode minimum. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you think about this, like how would it be like having 35 people in your house? That's a lot of people in your house.
Yeah.
And it's still going up from there. And thanks everyone who listens to this show, because it means something to us. We're not just here for us, we're here for you. But the moment we see a new number, like the new listen go up, every single one
gets us a little giddy inside, especially when you send me a screen cap of literally 30 listens overnight or something like that, and I'm just at work like, are you serious? Like, people love to listen to us ramble on, and
I think they like to listen to me ramble more than you, but still.
Then again, I'm the face.
There you go. You just look pretty. That's right.
But
like the logo is actually based on his face.
Yeah, I have an elephant face, I guess. What? It's not a tusk; it's a tumor.
Okay, Elephant Man, calm down.
All right.
But like I said, I want to thank everyone who's listened to the show and supported us so far. Like, it's only been 8 months, and we have lots more to go. We're doing new things. We're doing way more fun things too, not just the show. We're doing other stuff.
Right.
And thank you everyone.
And the people that we are helping us, and we're actually helping them as well with their personal projects through us. and absolutely
And we'll talk about
love
that a
that.
little bit. Yeah,
We're
we're
gonna get
working
into
on something
that.
like that. Yeah, keep listening. You want to hear cool
So,
things.
so
So, yeah.
I see a thing that you put there for Morphin Grid Memoirs. What in the world's going on there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we first started a blog along with the podcast, and it was called the Morphin Grid Memoirs.
Yes.
We haven't really kept it up to date since the podcast has taken up a lot of our time,
Mm-hmm.
so we really have been working on that. But I do want to bring it up, the fact that it exists. You should go check it out.
Yeah.
It's our first attempts at being super nerds about this stuff.
Yeah.
So go check it out. It's ridiculous.
I think that was the
It's a lot of
hardest
fun.
part about doing all this was like you were like, "Hey, I need you to write a blog about something that you like," and I was like, "Well, hell, it's hard enough to just write my name on a receipt, you know."
Can you sign here? What?
What?
Like, hold on. Can I type it out?
I think that was the
No.
hardest part was taking my thoughts and putting them on paper about a specific thing. But for a podcast, I could talk it out, and that's the easy part. Like, because I got you, we got guests. You know,
you don't get hand cramps
I
until
don't
you start doing that
exactly. I don't get
crazy hand
cramps.
movements.
Yeah, you know, I'm over here talking with my hands. That's all right. You know, like an Italian. You know, so
What do you do? You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
yeah, my cat's quinceanera.
You come today of all days, my cat's
man.
quinceañera.
Oh boy. So I guess like on the cusp of how we began and what we're doing, like let's give the listeners where we're at currently.
Okay.
So like we recently just tipped 1,000 total listens on our podcast, which
we tip that, and that's fantastic.
absolutely
Because
love that.
when it's a milestone for us. I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's a huge milestone.
Yeah, like some podcasts get 1,000 listens on one episode.
Yeah,
and for
total,
us, total.
some don't even get above 1,000. I do work with other podcasts and stuff, and I talk to them, and some of the competitors for them, they tip at about 1,000. That's where their cutoff point was 1,000 listens total. And that's where they stop at. We're not stopping. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, because this is honestly, we gotta humble ourselves to this, and I think that's another reason why we're doing this episode is we don't want to shun any listeners or anything. We
don't want to be like we're better than you. No, we're not better than you.
We want to give thanks to everyone.
I pick my nose one finger at a time too.
Great. Okay. Oh man. And so I guess as we're doing that, you kind of mentioned earlier we are active on every episode we drop. We're active 32 to 35 listens from Thursday night to about Sunday evening.
Yeah, 35 listens. That's over the weekend, and then we get pick up a couple more during the week and stuff. But that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hands down, amazing. We drop information on Instagram and Twitter and on Facebook, and we don't get a whole lot of interaction on it, but we get some, and that in itself is just it's fantastic because
when we first started,
people are paying attention.
When we first started, wasn't we doing bi-weekly episodes, right?
We were doing bi-weekly episodes once every other week, and then
we kind of went to a weekly.
We have a weekly episode. We have a weekly live. To be fair, we didn't do the weekly live last week, and then we didn't do the behind the mics last week. As this episode was airing, so the week before this episode aired, I was crippled that weekend, so I physically couldn't actually do anything.
Yep,
it was really rough. But
the old gout got him.
No. The stairs got me. My garage stairs got me good. But the fact we get listens on every episode, we get a bunch of listens, and I know it's not us. I listened to episode 4 or 5 times before I put it up because I edit it, so I don't actually listen to episodes. Yep. Shh, don't tell Billy.
I usually listen to it when you put it in the draft folder, and I know it records it as a total listen when I listen to it.
Yeah. But people, not us. We're not the ones listening, and that's crazy. And it's not our mom listening.
Yeah, and definitely
we know she listens.
I know that we post them up, but the people that we've come across actually promote us as well.
Yeah,
which have been very interesting. Especially my favorite one so far is the tinfoil hat episode because like we had Mark in a tinfoil hat.
That the Red Cornish Ranger Mark, he had tinfoil hat on. And then Casey went up his weight and put a tinfoil hat on too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Casey, man, like it was one photo. He knew it was the one time it's ever going to be used was him on a still for our podcast.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm going all in." I was like,
Yeah.
"Awesome,
Let's do this." Yeah.
Oh man, good guys, man. Everyone we've worked with has been fantastic. Everyone. We'll get to them in a little bit. Don't worry. We're
Uh-huh.
gonna we'll get to them. But
So as you said that
yeah.
we do live streams on YouTube and Facebook at the same time.
And we're starting up Twitch.
I was just gonna get to that, yeah, and we have our comments that people leave us. They filter into one big comment chat, and then we can see it as it's going up from any sort of social media platform, and
Yep.
absolutely like that. So we try to. It's slowly growing, and we kind of we do want to answer questions during the live, but it's kind of hard
Yeah.
because like we're always like rambling, so it's kind of hard to like just stop the gravy train and have them biscuit wheels keep moving.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You know,
the biscuit wheels. And the biscuits stop rolling. Well,
Yeah.
all right then. But yeah, like go if you hear this episode and you see we're doing a live, go jump on our lives and stuff.
Yeah, see what's
hang out,
going
say
on.
hi.
Yeah.
Leave comments or leave my comment that I tell Tony every time I see him on live. Do a backflip. He plays a lot of Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, do a backflip, and he's like, I don't know what this means.
So yeah, and actually excited to hear this that Jim opened up a Zeotohero network too.
Well, this is a whole thing we were working on.
Yeah.
Well, this is a whole thing we've been working on with our partners, actually. So Ben, Ty, Mark, Sam, and Clayton. We've been working with them about getting more content out there for everyone. And like Ben just started his new podcast, which is going to be part of our network called Baker Rangers Movie Talks. And so he just started that, and he does movie reviews. Jacob's coming up with one here before too long. He says he wants to do one, and so we're helping him with that. And it's going to be like a Gunpla building series. It's going to be kind of cool. We also have another one coming up with Mark is gonna. I think Mark is looking at doing something as well.
I
but
think he did a YouTube channel. He started a YouTube channel.
He started his YouTube channel, and I'm helping with that. And so it's me helping them get their projects together and on our platform. So they're working with us to do all their stuff. And so they're going to be underneath our name and everything else because we want to make. We've been making Zeotohero one place for everyone to come to,
right?
And so because that's what Zeotohero is. Zeotohero is the anchor brand, basically. We want everyone to be able to bounce off of us to go find everyone else. And so we're the umbrella, basically.
Right.
And so if you keep it on the website, zeotohero.com, you'll actually start seeing pages for everyone. So like Iron Avenger, the Red Cornish Ranger, Tiana Ranger, Baker Rangers, everyone's getting their own web page on our page. So they can be easily found outside of TikTok, outside of YouTube. They can all be found with us, hanging out with us.
Oh yeah, and as we hang out with them too. Oh man.
Yep.
So on that note, we should move on. We should move on to this one. Basically, let's thank everybody who we've met along the way. And
this
I'll
is
tell you
in
what, we have met
no particular order.
We've met some colorful characters on the way.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we have like Nathan and Michael.
Oh yeah, well,
that was a hoot. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Sam and Firelord Sam, we met both of them.
Yeah,
they've been fantastic to work with. The Sams have been amazing. I love them to death. Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, just fantastic human being. Ben is.
I mean, hell. I mean, let's just go down the line. I mean, first of all, we had Ben.
We got Ben.
Did not expect that he actually loves the Ghostbusters 2. Building
So Ben, if you don't know who that is, that's the guy who did the McChicken song on TikTok
and blew up on it.
Blew up like crazy on TikTok with the McChicken song.
Yeah,
But Ben, and he's a huge Power Rangers fan, and he wanted to come join us and do work with us to get Zeo to here off the ground, and he's doing great.
Yeah.
His show's starting up, and it's fantastic.
He has the really good commercial voice too.
Oh yeah, he does great commercials. We're
Yes.
actually gonna start having him run commercials for other shows within our show,
Yeah.
like within our network, during our show.
Yeah, the only
So heads up, you'll start hearing commercials. So before we get too far into this, I do want to let everyone know I don't ever want to run actual commercials.
Oh yeah, I
in our
don't want to
show.
run ads.
I don't want to run freaking ads. I hate ads so much, and I get why they're here. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it.
Yeah.
But I will do everything in my power to make sure we never run ads on our network.
Yeah, and
ever.
The fact that we are doing this out of pure enthusiasm for the nerddom area, we don't want to profit off of this. Like, I mean, at some point, yes, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but for right now, like, we just want to do it for the pure joy of.
Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this more for fun than we are doing this for money.
Yes.
Like plain and simple, we're doing a lot more for fun. We don't ever want to run ads, but eventually we'll do something eventually. Maybe some merch or something like that because our logo's really cool.
Yeah, and we have multiple ones of them, so we got multiple design logos.
People have only ever they've seen 3, 4, 2, and the main logo.
Yes,
that's the ones that people have seen because I use 4 for my stuff. You use 3 for yours.
Yes.
The number 2 is for behind the mics, and the main logo is main logo.
Main logo. Oh man,
we got a couple more. We got a couple more in the waiting, and we got Neon Lights logo as well, and we got a couple more in the pipeline for stuff we're working on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So
and I guess we could go on. Now we got.
So we could start over real quick. Ben's awesome.
Awesome. Ghostbusters fan. Big college football guy. Only downside is he's an Oklahoma Sooner fan.
That's a huge downside right there. Oklahoma Sooner fan. That's the one problem I have with him. That's it.
So
Sooner fan.
Cool Power Ranger guy
too. The show is like, what?
I love that how he's diving back into the tokusatsu genre.
He's jumping back into that. I'm really happy. He's going to start doing a Taku
Tuesdays, where he's going to review a tokusatsu version.
Yeah,
on a Tuesday.
I don't think he's doing it right now. He's looking into doing it. Yes. It's a lot of stuff you got to cover, and so I think he's going to take his time on it. So, whatever he's ready to do it, we'll keep everyone posted about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is no particular order. So we got Tony. We met Tony through this show.
Yes,
and Tony is so sassy.
Fair. Tony is so sassy. Yes. And I'll tell you what, he has one of the most unique stories behind him too.
Yeah. And we're gonna have him on a podcast here very soon. Yes. He's gonna have his own episode. We're dedicating to him.
We want to have his story be told.
Yep. We're not gonna spoil it for you here now. Just keep it on for Tony's stuff.
Yes. Well, Tony and Tony's translator will be there to Deanne.
Tony and Tony's anger translator.
Deanne. Yes.
Anger translator. Yeah, Deanne's a hoot, but she's not really a Power Rangers fan or a fan of all her stuff. But she's a really nice lady who
she does love talking to us because yes,
she's sassy. They're both sassy. It's great. We met Clayton. Clayton. Oh my God, Clayton! I love that guy.
One of the first like audio, not personal.
One of the very, very first
fan made.
Fan series,
yes. Neon Lights, which honestly, if you haven't listened to it or watched it on YouTube, it's really good.
He's wrapping up. He's finishing up season 3 right now.
Yes.
Not on air, but on the YouTube, it's finishing up season 2. He's working on season 3 right now, and as of the time of this episode airs, he's going on spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a teacher. Going spring break, and apparently he's going to sleep for like 4 days straight.
So
we'll let him sleep for 4 days straight. But he's going to be on an episode here soon too. We're talking about his new stuff coming up and his new season and whatnot.
And how he's going to perfect the karate chop. Let's get it.
Exactly.
Yes.
His really random flippy head turbo Justin with red eyes. All right. We also met Johnson
of Western Strike.
Working Western Strike,
and actually has been releasing like the last couple of days. Every day he's been releasing a new cast member reveal for the show. and
that's
been
really
keeping
cool.
up with
Yeah,
that on Instagram. So
and we're gonna put notes in the show notes about it where you can find everyone's stuff at.
yes, links and
You're good.
cash
Uh,
apps, stuff like
so
that.
we got TN Ranger. We met. And he's a partner with us as well, and he's basically a 3D printer now. It's great.
Yes.
He's super into it. He knows exactly what he's doing, and it's great. And uh, we're actually going to run a giveaway with him at some point here soon.
Oh yeah.
He wants to give away, I think it's Sword of Darkness or a Power Sword or something like that. Something like that.
We'll
He wants to
figure
do
it
a giveaway
out.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we'll
he
do
just
that.
printed a helmet. He just did a helmet. He did his first helmet, and it came up pretty. It was a little small, but it came up really cool. He's gonna give it to his daughter. And I'm like, yes,
Sweet. Yes.
then Other Sam, we came
Oh
across Other
man,
Sam.
this one we call Fire Lord Sam, which I don't even know where we got that name from.
It was an inside joke between me and her.
I was gonna go with more like Screaming Banshee.
Screaming Banshee. She's gonna hear this. She'd be like, "Screaming Banshee." That's what
Ah,
you're gonna call me, Screaming
hey,
Banshee.
fight me! I don't care.
She was on. She has a different opinion about a couple things.
Yeah, and she was
And
our first guest to give a I don't want to a woman's perspective. I didn't want to say female,
yeah,
but a
she has
woman's
a woman's
perspective
perspective on a lot of things.
on a
And
lot of like Power
because
Rangers
we know
things.
she's not a female.
Ah, dang.
No. No, Sam is great. I love her to death. But she has a lot of insight from the female's point of view from the PR community because we got a lot of us guys, a lot of us dudes,
Yes.
and we can't see it from that side. We can't just physically can't see it from that side. And so she has a lot of perspective for us, and she gives us a lot of good information. And to be fair, she does a lot of promotion stuff for us too. Like she talks to a lot of people for us, and she's killing it.
Huh? She's
Props
like our
all day long.
she's like our
man.
PR rep for the PR group.
Exactly.
There you go.
Then you got we met Jason Shepard.
Yes.
He's a DJ, and he's actually doing PowerCon. PowerCon? Yeah, PowerCon.
Yeah.
PowerCon. In Orlando. He's not doing the whole thing, but he's doing a lot of the background noise that's going to be there this over the weekend. Yeah, weekend. And so, not coming up but in a few weeks from the
Yes.
episode of this airing. He was on the show, and he's a really cool dude. His kids are adorable. He's such a good family guy.
Yeah.
Not like haha funny family guy, but just a good family man.
And he knows his stuff about the PR too, and that's what I
Mhm.
like.
Another Jason. I haven't really had a lot of interactions with him yet. Jason Lee Scott from TikTok.
Yes.
Nice guy, pretty nice guy. I haven't had a lot of interaction with him, but I have had with him, he seems like a really really nice dude who's super into the nerdom and everything, and he's really polite about it.
Yes.
Like you've seen a couple of the guys that get way too into it. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But he's into it, but he's super duper nice and like really humble and like super. It's great to bounce ideas off of him.
Yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm. And that leads me back into another Brit, Mark.
Lord have mercy, this one's a trip.
Mark,
Yeah.
the Red Cornish Ranger. Oh,
honestly,
my God.
So this guy will literally message us with some random off the wall question, which will be 7 a.m. our time, and
it's like 11 o'clock their time.
Yes, and we get on him so bad, like Mark, it's 7 a.m.
Mark, I'm trying to sleep. Mark, go back to bed. It's 11. I don't care. Go back to bed.
Yeah, but honestly,
turn this all off.
Honestly, one of the coolest guys we've met too on here, and he found us because TN Sam mentioned him
in a podcast and one of his lives. I think one of his lives. No, it was on a video. He mentioned him on a video. Mentioned us. He mentioned us. He added us on TikTok. And I remember that when that happened, you lost your mind.
I was like, wait, somebody's talking about us on what? So I sent him a deal.
Flipped out. It was awesome. You were just like, dude. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't do TikTok. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I said, this
nonsense?
This dude just talked about us.
Like this guy in England. I'm like, what are you talking? What? The guy in England.
Pretty cool.
Wait,
pretty cool to talk to him, even though we always make time for people in other countries too, because I know that there's a time difference. So we will actually do a recording at 10 a.m. our time to accommodate their time.
We had one where it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, something.
Yeah,
Like
something
we
like
did a
that. I
recording.
can't remember which one.
Oh my goodness, that was a morning. But
Yeah.
for our guests, we're doing this for us to have fun with, but we're gonna go out of our way to make sure we set it up for them.
Yes.
Because
Help them
it's
out.
us doing the editing, us doing the recording, but it's their time we're using, and so we want to make sure they're covered.
Yeah. And then the next ones we got on the list, Nathan and Michael. This was actually our first episode crossover with another podcast that was Power Ranger themed, the Power Trip. And
good guys.
Really good guys. If you haven't listened to that podcast, you should get in. They go into really in depth about seasons and really I'm learning stuff that I haven't watched when I was a kid. I'm learning more stuff off of them than the show itself.
Right? Oh
And
my goodness. Like they're like super deep. And the thing is they go into overarching like concepts.
yes. And
it was really cool.
And honestly, I'm there for it. I like listening to their stuff. They have some, and then especially when they were on ours, we just rambled.
Oh, that was an hour and 45 minutes
Yes.
into it, and I was like, guys, we gotta stop this.
Yeah.
Like, guys.
Yeah.
Let's bring this back a little bit.
They are like they know what we go through. So yeah.
The next guy we actually had on was Casey.
Oh,
Casey is a freaking hoot. I love this guy.
You better get your
And
10-4
at the time of this recording, his wife had their newborn baby last week. 1 week.
Yes.
So 1 week ago. He's a second father. Not second father. He's a father again.
Yes.
To another little baby. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. That's up to him to talk about, not us. But I just want to let you guys know. Congratulations.
Oh, God. Don't do that
Hey,
again.
he might listen to this episode. I want him to feel proud because we mentioned it. And,
I just want him to come up with a conspiracy about us. That's all I want. Yeah.
The conspiracy is that you and I are Yetis, and our cousin Eddie went and joined Hollywood.
Yeti. Did you just do that?
That's right.
Oh my God.
And he was in that one movie with Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
and ruined the whole thing for us.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Ruined it. He
remember
didn't even share any money with us. It was
Remember when
terrible.
he stuck his head out the window was a siren?
No, not the window. He stuck his head through the roof.
He did?
I'm
Oh
pretty
wait,
sure
what did he do?
it's the
He was
roof.
like, woo, right?
Yeah. Well, he sat up in the back seat and like put his head in the dent and did the woo like that.
God.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, oh man. So the next one we got on here is JP from
Digital Beast JP.
Digital
Oh my-
Beast. If you haven't heard that one too, I know he's only released one episode so far, but it's actually pretty good on
YouTube,
on
Spotify, Apple Podcast, and I want to say Castbox at this point, and Google Podcasts.
And it's actually a very unique look at it because it's coming from a game perspective, and he doesn't call them episodes; he calls them stages, which I love that spin on it. You know,
that was really cool. Yeah. He's okay, and we'll tell you where you can find all these people here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Next guy is Ty. Ty's been absent for a little bit. He's been dealing with some personal things.
Yes.
But he's back. He's back in not in full force, but he's coming back into getting into the PR stuff, everything else. And he's one of our he's one of the guys we first met on here. And he's getting back into it. And hopefully,
yeah, he's our
I believe it.
I feel like he's our Funko guy because he does a lot of Funko reviews.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Funko guy, yeah. But he also looks like a Funko. So.
Oh God. Oh, that's horrible. Well, he's a Brit too, so
you can't understand anything he says. Damn shame.
Oh man. So the next one we got on here is Rachel.
She was just recently on our live, very recently,
which I was not able to attend because of my work.
Threw me under the bus. Like, you need to do the live tonight by yourself. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Dazed and confused.
10 minutes beforehand. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she has her own podcast. They're actually about to hit their 1-year anniversary, by the way. So
there you go.
And they do a lot of WWE stuff. And yeah, so they're at their 1-year anniversary. They do a lot of WWE stuff, and yeah, it's really about what's going on there. And they're the Brit, so you can't understand a single thing they're saying either.
Right.
And one of our other guys we've worked with before, and we're working with a lot more now, is Jacob, our Gundam guy.
Which honestly, some of the coolest builds he's ever done.
He has
I
done
love
his
those.
own. He does all his own stuff, and it's fantastic.
I love his
And
Gundam models that he builds.
mm-hmm,
Because
a lot of really cool models.
he does more than what an average person does. A normal person would just slap it together, boom, on a shelf. No, he goes and he'll actually chrome out pieces. He'll panel line the entire thing.
And it looks real
Yeah,
nice,
and
real nice,
real nice,
real
you know.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Looks real nice.
Ding, you know.
Yeah. His stuff. He has stuff on Instagram, on TikTok, and they are just beautiful.
Yes, and
So
we'll drop his name below so if you want
mhm.
to follow his Instagram.
I'll drop his name below because that's what I do.
You know, because I'm an incompetent baboon. You know
What?
what?
You want to say that one more time?
Yeah, you're the goat, man.
I'm the tech guy, dude.
Yeah,
Not a goat.
Yeah.
No, I look like I eat grass. No, I don't eat. I don't eat rabbit food. Get out of here. And the first guy,
the
the
first
last
guy that
we
we've
want to talk
ever
about
interviewed is the next
was
guy.
Derek.
Derek.
He does
the cosplaying and
Mhm.
makes a lot of his own morphers, his own
Well, he got a 3D printer and he really got into it. Yeah.
yeah, he actually makes his own helmets. Yeah, the helmets.
Okay.
Okay,
He's working on his own helmets now too.
for the
Yeah,
love of
he's
God
working
of
on
me,
all his own stuff.
I cannot think of the word helmet. Mm-mm.
Yep. First guest we ever had on. Go check his content out. He does a lot of cosplay stuff. And the thing about he's also a heavyset guy, like us. We're heavyset guys,
big dudes.
but he makes us feel comfortable in our own skin. So he was like, "I'm a big dude. I do cosplay, and if you feel comfortable about that, I want to make sure you feel comfortable with your own skin.
Yes.
And you don't have to be, you don't have to be the prettiest guy in the room.
Exactly.
And by the way, within a couple days of recording his episode with us, his wife had a baby.
Man, how about that?
We're just helping repopulate the world, man. We're doing it.
No. Don't put that on us.
Don't throw you under the bus like that. No. So those are the people we've met so far. So far, we've met with this show, and every one of them has been a real gem of a person and really cool, and some of the best people we've met ever
on this journey
so far. And I know next, in 8 more months, we're gonna have a lot more people.
Yes.
On this list, and we might miss someone, and we apologize in advance because it's gonna be a lot of people.
And we keep up with everybody in our next subject. We do have a Discord, and that's how we keep in contact with all these people that are been on the show and they want to talk to us daily. We try to keep it as active as we can. And
it's starting to pop off a little bit. It's getting start moving. And so if you want to find our Discord server, go to discord.com. discord.zeotohero.com, and it's going to take you directly to our server.
Yes.
Because I'm a tech dude who likes doing cool, fun things like that. That's right.
Terrible.
Don't be ashamed of me. I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of myself enough to cover all of this. It's fine.
Great.
So, like I said, discord.zeotohero.com, and that'll take you directly to our server and let you log in and everything else, and voila.
And you could talk to us personally on there.
So heads up, there's a speed limit on it. So before you start jumping into the speed limit, you have a 5-minute wait time before you start posting. So you can kind of get the feel of the server before you start posting and stuff, and read the rules and whatnot to make sure stay on the up and up.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. For the most part, normal stuff. Be nice, be kind, be courteous. No not safe for work stuff.
Yeah.
And try not to cuss anyone out, because PR has some heated arguments inside of it. So be nice, be courteous, and be understanding of other people's opinions.
And don't use all capital letters, because then we get mod alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, why am I getting a mod alert for somebody saying happy birthday in all capitals?
Yeah, because I have a thing set up.
Yeah.
I have a mod bot set up and everything. It's all set up kind of nicely. But yeah, you can find us in there. Another thing I do want to talk about, we kind of talked about earlier, but I do want to reiterate this. We're starting up the Zeo to Hero network with our partners. So Ben, Sam, Jacob, Tony and Ty and Clayton. Clayton's the one. He's not active on the server right now because he's teacher, busy with school, busy on projects, but
Right.
he wants to work with us on this stuff. And it's a network, umbrella network for all of our partners and stuff to find them through us and to make sure they have a place to post their content on. So in case something does happen, we'll still be here for them. And to make sure they have a place for their own, and they can get off of the platforms they're on. So say like Jacob wants to leave TikTok, he can leave TikTok and still have his fan base will follow him to our website, to our Facebook group, to our Instagram and stuff like that, and to our podcast, and still will follow him directly. So yeah, kind of cool, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, kind of fun.
Oh,
but yeah, so that's our network. We're working on building it, making it very robust and very active. So we're working on it. So it's slow going, but we're getting there.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we talked about that earlier. Ben's Baker Rangers movie talks. That is something
that's
fairly
the first.
new.
That's the first secondary season series on our network. So it's Zeo to Hero Network, the Zeo to Hero Network, and then Zeo to Hero Podcast, Baker Rangers Movie Talks, and then the next couple things we're going to start adding into. I think the next one is going to be another podcast.
We'll see.
And then a YouTube series.
It's all in the works. It's all in the talks right now. We'll get it.
Signing contracts, slashing paperwork.
You mean cash and checks, slashing necks?
No, signing contracts, slashing checks. Trying to keep this PG, man. I want kids to listen to this. To give them aspirations to see what they're going to be doing when they're 40.
I am not having a good time, buddy.
It sounds like you're having a personal problem, buddy.
Right. So I guess
the last thing we kind of want to talk about.
Yeah, we kind of want to do in honor of our 1,000 listens. And everything that's kind of happened. We kind of want to do a giveaway for the fans. And
so we're gonna host a giveaway. We're gonna do 2 giveaways on our website and 1 giveaway on the Discord server. So if you join the Discord server, there will be a really cool giveaway prize on the server, and there's gonna be 2 giveaways, or vice versa. I don't know how I'm gonna do it just yet, but we have the prizes. We have them set up. We might do the vice versa. We might do the big prize on the website and the little prizes on the Discord server. So, but keep an eye out on Monday morning or Monday. We're going to be talking about where you can find it, what's going to be. No spoil anything right now, but it will be in correlation with our website and our Discord server. So keep an eye out for it, okay? And it's going to be 3 things we're giving out, and that's all I'm going to tell you. And don't worry, you don't have to pay for shipping. We're going to cover shipping.
We cover everything.
We cover everything. You just sign up, say hi, and be cool.
That's it.
There you go. That's a wrap on that one. Yeah. Besides that, though, like I said, I do want to say thank you for everyone who's listened, everyone who's got us this far,
whoever shares us, talks about us,
whoever shares us. You guys, doing the Lord's work. Like I'm gonna share these guys doing the Lord's work right there.
Yeah.
With we are 2 idiots. We're not special at all whatsoever. We're not.
Just because we wore helmets on the school bus doesn't mean nothing.
This is because we wore football helmets in the 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. Don't mean nothing.
Nothing.
It don't mean what we're talking about. But we do want to say thank you for everyone who's helped us getting to here. Everyone's shared us. Everyone's talked about us. Everyone's added us. Everyone who's commented on our Instagram, on our TikToks, on our Twitters, on Facebook, who's joined the Facebook group, who's done anything about this, even mentioned Zeo to Hero to her friend. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thank you. We thoroughly appreciate it because we wouldn't be here without you.
Exactly.
No, we wouldn't.
I mean, we'd be here, but nobody listened to us.
Exactly that. Yeah, we were sitting there and be like, oh, we have 5 listens? Yeah. Yeah, 5 listens. But we want to keep bringing you really cool, fun stuff. And all right, if anyone actually knows Buckle Skull, Paul Schaefer or Jason Navi, if anyone knows them, who can get them to say
for real
here the Buckle Skull podcast. If we can get that, It will make our entire year.
If we can get their blessing to call ourselves the Broken Skull Podcasting,
I will lose it.
Yes, I will personally post a video of me running through some sort of woods screaming. You know.
I will have a picture of me dead on the floor. Like he's dead.
I will personally
dead, Jim. He's dead.
I'll personally drive to Georgia or wherever Sam is and record her chasing me with her 5-foot self. With the
She's very proud of her 5'2" status.
Yes.
Calm down.
So I will.
No, well, try the Georgia. Let her chase you
Yes.
around. What's gonna probably end up happening is she's gonna chase you into she's gonna chase you into Georgia or Atlantic traffic.
Yes.
You be stuck there when she gets you.
Yeah.
Like gotcha.
But that was yeah.
So if you guys can, we're gonna keep bringing this up too, by the way, until we actually get the blessing. Because I really want this blessing. That'd be so cool to have,
especially like a video form of it, like them replying to us.
I might have to see what their cameo is. See if they have a cameo or not. I want to see if they can or if they do have one. But that would be just fantastically amazing if we can get that. But that's later down the road kind of thing. It's not an issue at the moment. Like it's just something cool, but it would mean so much to us. They're really nice guys.
Keep it together.
They're
man.
really funny.
Keep it together.
You keep it together. No,
but
seriously though,
thanks again.
Thank you.
This should be wrapping up our episode for this week.
Let me get a little drunk and keep saying thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
All right.
But
thanks again,
thank you, everyone,
for listening to this Zeotohero episode. Our big thank you episode of 8 months in. So
a big thank you, and
keep
Sam
doing you. Hey, Billy here. If you're liking the show, give us a rating and review. It helps us in the algorithm to be easily found by fans and creators. You can find us at zeotohero.com and follow us on all our social medias with zeotoheropod and on TikTok at Z2HPod.
Does my hair look pretty?
No.
Why? Why do you say things to me? I hate you. I hope you. If you were on fire and I had a glass of water, I would be inclined to drink it before I gave it to you.
And on that note, welcome to Zeotohero tonight. We discussed Jimmy's oppressed fire anger issues.
It's not oppressed fire anger issues. It's oppressed wanting to help you issues.
But yeah, let's